The content of this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be a substitute for professional therapy or mental health treatment. While we are therapists, we are not your therapists. If you're struggling, please seek support from a qualified mental health professional.
This is Heavy Enough. We're your hosts. I'm Riley.
And I'm Alyssa.
Sisters with therapy degrees. So expect a whole lot of insight, a little tough love, and real stories from our lives. Whether you're driving in the car, out on a walk, or just lying in your bed, get ready because we're diving in. We'll come up for air at the end.
In today's episode, we're getting into life in your 20s, feeling behind and the pressure to have it all together.
By the end, we hope you walk away feeling a little more empowered and a little lighter because life is heavy enough.
This episode, we're talking about life in your 20s, how ridiculous it is, how crazy it is, and how everyone thinks you need to have it all together and how it should be all fun.
And it's not.
And it's not. Some of my darkest times have been in my 20s. Like from 22, 23 to honest, like 26, 27. So maybe like 21st birthday was like such a high, and then it just tanked from there. And then towards the end, it's like kind of getting better. But how wild is that? I mean, there's a new stat of like emerging adulthood, which this is a new, I don't want to say generation. It's not generation, but it's a new phase that's out called emerging adulthood, 18 to 29.
Yeah,
it's not adulthood.
No.
It's emerging adulthood is 18
That's
to
crazy.
29.
And then we have so much pressure on ourselves to like have it figured out at
Right.
25, like have all of it done
Right.
at 25.
Have like married, kids, career, house. Also, what if people don't want that?
Right.
I don't know. It's just, it's very weird to me because I think social media plays a huge role in this, right? Like you go on social media and your best friend's in Morocco on her second pregnancy and your ex-boyfriend just got married at 25 and you're like in your bed crying because you have to study for a test. I don't know. It's just, but like, what is the reality behind those photos?
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, what made your 20s so hard? Was it that, what you're talking about?
I think it was just pressure. Yeah, I mean, okay, so I wanted to be a wife and mom. So I was putting so much pressure. And it doesn't help that my core group of friends were getting married, if not married, to their high school sweetheart. So it's like I was the free spirit, as they would call me. But it's like, no, I was the one that was behind, right? So,
or you were normal.
Or was I normal?
You just were in a group of friends who they just did it a certain way. And you were probably it's more common what you were going through.
Yeah, I was crying in my bed and going to class.
Yeah.
At like 25. You know? I don't know. Okay,
sounds more normal to me. That's what I was doing at 25. I was also crying.
You were crying too?
I was crying too. 20 sucks.
Okay, so I'm going to read out some stats.
Okay.
Because I learned about emerging adulthood, 18 to 29, which is wild to me. You're
not
not an adult yet.
Well, and I'm thinking like 18 to 29, it's not like 18 to 20 or 20 to 25. It's 18 to 29. Like, I feel like for us, before you get into this, I'm thinking we think of 18-year-olds should be different than 29-year-olds.
For sure.
But it's all the same.
They're grouped together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Okay. Here's some shocking stats. I hope they're shocking for you because they were shocking for me. Okay. In the 1900s, okay, which could be 1990s or it could be like 1901. But with a grain of salt, 1900s, the average life expectancy in the U.S. was 47. You were in the ground at 47 years old.
I don't have much time left.
Okay, so the
the
pressure to be married with kids at 21 makes so much sense because you're halfway to the grave.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then now we still have that pressure, and the life expectancy in the US today is closer to 79.
Yeah, so then think about that math.
Okay, so we add on 30 years. Like that's crazy that we still have the societal pressures from the 1900s.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
But they're still still present today.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I would think too is like it's so passed down. And
Yeah.
not even passed down all the time as pressure, but as looking up. Because what do? We look up to our parents or our older generations and say, well, what did they do?
Right.
And they did do it that way.
Right.
And it was different. But then for us, it's like,
Right.
wait, I can't. It's not the same.
It's not the same. I mean, the infamous quote, "Oh, when I was your age, I already had 2 kids and another one on the way."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I'm still living in your house. So
Yeah.
give me some time.
I have $4 in my bank account, so I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, average age of parenthood. If you want to become a parent, it's weird how this is such a pressure too. 1970, not that long ago.
No.
We're not talking about 1901 here. 1970, the average age of first-time moms was 21. What were you doing when you were 21?
Throwing up at Disneyland because I drank some alcohol and went on a roller coaster. That's a bad idea.
That's like, yeah, very young too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disneyland at 21.
Yeah.
But education, like grad school, is now such a must or like a given.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not just you're a high school grad anymore. Okay, then it was, okay, then you go to college and now you're a college grad. Now I feel like, okay, then now you go to grad school. It's like such a, education is getting longer, or
Right.
like the pressure to continue your education
Right.
is getting longer.
Yeah. Well, and I'm thinking, I don't know if this is a stat, but I'm thinking for women too with the baby situation. So yeah, if your schooling is longer, then you're not necessarily having kids at the same. I mean, some people are.
Some people are. And it's freaking hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. Just like I talked about like in a previous episode, that those two worlds like didn't combine for me. Like I either go to grad school and push off having a family, or I don't go to school.
Right.
And it's something that I feel like women think about all the time. It's like having to give up one dream or the other because you can't have them both at the same time.
Right. It makes it really hard to.
Yeah. And it's like, well, why not? Well, because it's money.
Right.
It's real. Like both of those things are probably the most expensive things you're going to do in your life.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm thinking too, having like not only that energy or money, like finances, putting that into that, but then it's the like, oh, if you're 35, now you're a geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah. Which in the 1900s, when you're in the ground at 47.
Yeah, that makes sense because you are geriatric.
You're 10 years away.
Yeah. Now like 35, like I'm 36. Like I'm like, I don't feel geriatric.
You're
I feel like
old
I'm 21
woman.
So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy stats.
It's just sad how it's still like just so ingrained as the norm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we're not adjusting.
Even in like
all.
Western medicine, still it's called geriatric pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure there's other medical reasons behind that.
That's what I was going to say.
I'm not a doctor.
Yeah.
How come, other than these stats and like other than the reality that we're living in, why are people in their 20s, I mean, notoriously feeling so behind? Like what are we behind in? Like what does that mean for, I guess, for if I were to go to therapy and I'm 25 and I see online like all my friends are doing X, Y, and Z and I'm so behind in life and I'm a failure.
Yeah.
Like what's going on?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think two things. I think number one, you're not behind because your 20s, there's no like rule book. There's no next thing. I think when you're in school, you're like, okay, you go to sixth grade, then you go to seventh grade, then you have a lot of structure. And then in your 20s, it's like, okay, go fly,
Seriously.
Whether it's after high school or after college or whatever you decide to do, it's like, go fly. And there's a million and one paths. Like you get to pick. And then there's this pressure of needing to know what the thing is to pick. And most people don't know what that is. And so it's like, I should know what it is. There's just, it's pressure, pressure, pressure. And then the comparison of, well, they're doing this, I should do that. Or I want to do that, but I don't feel good enough or whatever, all of those things. But in terms of like development, your 20s are a time where you are still figuring out like who you are and your identity.
Yeah.
And one of the things with, like that I do work with clients in their 20s from 18 to 29, which it's very similar for a lot of people, is like, who are you and what do you want to do? Or what are your values? Or what's important to you? Those are such like big questions. And I think we think of identity development being like teenage years, which it's there too. But in your 20s, I think you said like emerging adulthood, it's like in a different way because you're stepping outside of your family of origin, your friends of origin, and like I said, like flying out into the world.
Yeah. I feel like you have more control because high school, yes, there's a lot of new stuff happening for you and it's all new and you're trying to find some sort of identity.
Right.
But you still have to wake up at 8 a.m. to go to class because someone told you to. You still have to go to volleyball practice because someone told you to. Like your schedule and your year out plan is already set for you.
Yeah.
Whereas then in your 20s, nothing is set for you. You have complete control.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying.
Yeah. So much pressure.
So much pressure.
Yep. And then you choose to live at home, then you feel bad about that. And then you choose to move out, and then you feel bad about that. Yeah. Whatever. It's like all the choices. There's, like I said, 1,000,001 choices. One of the things that I really nerd out over, and my therapy friends know this about me, is Mahler's stages of development.
Let's hear it, baby.
And so here I go on my soapbox.
Teach me.
Stages of development. Okay, the very, very first one is symbiotic, which is like mom and baby are one. So that's when you see like mom, baby, like eyes looking at each other. Like they're not, they're like, what's the word? Like the baby thinks it's mom, basically. Like the baby cries, baby gets milk. They think, the baby thinks they're connected. Differentiation is when the baby wants to sit on mom's lap, but like look into the world.
Okay.
So you'll see parents where it's like, look at me, baby. And the baby's like, no, I don't want to look at you. I want to look at the playground.
Symbiotic. Baby's facing you in the carrier. Differentiation.
Yes.
Baby's facing outside the world. Yes. Curiosity.
Yes.
But still
securely attached and safe with mom. Attached to mom still. Okay. Practicing is baby wants to get out of the carrier and go run on the slide. And like go down the slide. But in practicing, the baby will always turn around and make sure mom's there. But wants to go have like the freedom to go explore. And then rapprochement is the back and forth, like checking in. Like, oh, mom, can I have a snack? Okay, my mom's still there. Now I'm going to go on the swings. Okay. Oh, mom, I'm thirsty. Mom's still there. Okay, now
And this happens in order?
And this happens in order. And then there's like fluidity of like kind of going through them again. But ideally, it's in order because when you think about it, it does happen in order as a baby. But then they might go to like practicing a little bit, or they might they want to go back and, well, the very last one is object constancy, and that's, they can go to anyone at any time. So they can look with the mom's eyes at some points, or they can sit on the mom's lap again at some point. So they're free to do all of them. But what's happening in all of it is knowing that I have a caregiver who is there for me and loves me, and I'm free to be myself and explore the world, and my mom's not leaving me. I'm saying mom could be dad too. And I always have that safe person to fall back on, and I know they're there, but I'm also free to explore and be myself. So I say all of that and then overlaying it with the 20s.
I have a question before you move on, because I'm just curious.
Yes.
And I don't know if you're going to like know this, because I think this is a very new concept.
Okay.
If you look back at mom or dad, and mom or dad is on their phone, is it the same connection or the same like safety response that child is going to get? If, okay, I'm going to run down this hill, it's scary, I'm a little fearful, I'm going to check back to see if my parent is there. Maybe they're physically there, but emotionally they're not.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll answer two things. Number one is ideally you want to be attuned to them.
Yeah.
In reality, you can't be attuned to your kid 100% of the time. So if you are, the stats here are 30% is secure attachment. So if you are attuned to the kid 30% of the time, they will build a secure attachment. If you're on your phone 100% of the time, you're not attuned to them and they feel it. If you're not even there, like being on the phone, I would say you're physically there. Yes, you're emotionally not there isn't ideal. But if you have a parent who just like ditches and then there's no parent at all, that's where we see like attachment injuries. That's where kids are stuck in that phase. And again, bring it to the 20s, we get stuck in phases in our 20s too. But that's why we get stuck, is because we're not completing the stages because of the caregivers.
Okay, so like, I like that you said the stat of the 30%. You need to be 30% attuned to 30% of the time. Because I think there's this, I mean, it goes along with this theory of like good enough parenting, right? You don't need to be this perfect parent because there's so much pressure to be like this perfect parent.
Yeah.
You just need to be good enough. And I think kids are also really resilient. Like they could go through a lot of things and still come out pretty safe and secure. So to ease all the pressure,
all the parents that are listening to this.
But it just shows you how important emotional attunement and emotional connection is, not just physically being there for your kid.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we're in your 20s. We repeat all of these stages in our 20s.
Yeah. So I was actually taught that we repeat them. I'm trying to think, is it in our 20s? I want to say if it's not in adolescence, I personally think we repeat them in adolescence, in adulthood, and in relationships. Like, I feel like I can like make a case for that. But if we're talking about the 20s and we're talking about emerging adulthood, what are we talking about? We're talking about identity development and like branching off and being your own person. So, what is it? So differentiation. Oh, I'm not my mom. I don't want to do the same thing my mom did. I'm not having a baby at 20 and 21 and 22. Like I'm not you. Differentiation.
Yeah.
Practicing. I'm going to go, my example of my life, I'm going to move out to college. That's practicing.
Okay.
Rapprochement is coming home for the holidays, or Dad, can you help me move? Or I'm going to come home for dinner on Sunday. Or I'm going to call my mom to help me cook because I don't know the recipe to this thing.
Yeah.
That's rapprochement. And then eventually, hopefully, object constancy is I can do all the things. I can still go away. I can still come back. I'm secure in my body and being.
It just sounds like a really long process, but necessary process in building confidence in like your own self.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's important too for parents to know, because I think parents and people in their 20s to know, because we get kind of stuck of like, oh, I should be X, Y in this place, or why is my child 20-year-old child not visiting me? And it's like the same thing of like, when you have a toddler, like, why don't they want to look me in the eyes? It's like, well, they're in a different phase. We kind of know the phases of the toddlers. We have apps for it. It tells us like where they're at, and this is normal. Like, these are normal for like your 20s when you're trying to learn who you are as an adult. So
it's interesting too, because I'm thinking as a mom of a toddler.
Yes.
Like, I want my child to develop as a typical little girl. Like, you want all those things for your child, but then you get so sad when she does, because it's like you almost try to bring them back.
Yeah.
Right? And so I can understand like the parent's point of view of, if your child's in your 20s, of, okay, you want your child to go date. Like, I want them to be happy. I want that for them.
Yeah.
But wait, don't go for too long. Or you can't miss a Christmas. Well, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard for parents to let go. Like, let that birdie fly.
Yeah.
Like, you did a good job. Like, reap the benefits, or let your child reap the benefits of your secure attachment.
Yeah.
Which is sad. It's really sad. It's really sad.
Or you have the opposite of that, which is, I mean, that's a parent who like loves the attachment part and isn't great about the like go fly. Separation. And then you have some that are like go fly when they're 5 and they're not doing the attachment work, and it's like go grow up quick.
Yeah.
Like be independent, go do this by yourself. And you kind of see that at like the younger ages where they're needing more like bonding and connection, and it's kind of like pushing to like be big or brave, or I mean bravery is important too, but pushing it prematurely.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that to say the 20s are a whole thing, and there's no like everyone's in that what I just described. It's messy.
So what you're saying is if you're in your 20s and you're feeling just like a lack of identity, you don't know what to do, there's all these questions, you feel like you're behind, I don't want to say like have some grace for yourself because you're an infant, but like look at yourself as a child going through these stages. Like you wouldn't push little you to have it all together. Mm-hmm. Like why can't you just start walking? Just go. You're behind. You're a couple months behind, right? Like it's so, I would say have some grace for yourself because you're relearning like you are as an infant, as you are a toddler, because a toddler is going to be curious about their world, but their world is only so big. And then now you're in your 20s, you want to be curious about your world, but now your world is huge.
Yep.
So there's like a lot to figure out. And there's this pressure of, okay, I need to find my identity, but also like, yes, you need to find yourself, but also you need to unlearn everything that people are putting on you of who you should be.
Right.
So, okay, I need to unlearn that my mom and dad wanted me to do X, Y, and Z and have pushed that on me because I've tried that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So is something wrong with me? No, you're just, you're normal. You're just finding your own path in this giant ass world.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what their path is? That's wild. There's so many different paths. Like there's jobs that I still find out about now that I had no idea even existed.
Like, how come no one told me? I would have loved to do that.
I know.
Sounds great. Yeah.
I know. So I feel like if you feel lost, I think that's good because you're not pretending you know what's going on.
Yeah. And you shouldn't really know what's going on.
You shouldn't know what's going on.
There's no way you could know. You're still exploring it.
Thank you for teaching us about the developmental stages.
Thank you for listening.
Now I'm going to put it into clinical practice because we have a listener question.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, bear with me. Okay. Essentially, how do you compare your timeline to others? I personally feel behind, like it took a long time to get my college path sorted out, and I won't have a degree until I'm 26, which feels late. It also puts me behind in my life plan of when I wanted kids and marriage. I guess for me, because of COVID and my first years of college were off, I couldn't learn with online school, so I had to drop out for a year. And it's hard when I see people younger than me / at my age graduating college. I also feel like I'm having to pick what you want to do at 18 is so young, which led me to change my major so many times, which is another thing that made me feel behind. I feel like I was settled in my career and my personal life. I feel like if I was settled in my career and personal life, my life in general would be a lot better. I feel like waiting till I graduate to have kids and I get married makes me feel like I'm going to do those things too late because I had envisioned myself being younger. Oh yeah, and living at home at 23 is so hard because I want my own space and independence, but under my parents' roof, certain things are just not attainable. Plus, I can't pay rent.
Wow. She literally covered everything we talked about.
So essentially your answer to this listener question is this is so normal.
Yeah. Like listen to the episode. Yeah. Yeah. It's so normal.
Okay, well there's a lot of things here. I mean, there's what she said about her life plan.
Right.
Like, is it her life plan?
Right.
Whose life plan?
I mean, she thought it was her life plan.
At what age? I'm curious. Like, I wish. So for like a client, these are things that I would ask. Like, well, whose plan was it?
Mm-hmm.
What information did you receive to give you that choice to, like, this is my life plan according to, like, age?
Right.
Because I think she said a lot of the times, like, she mentioned age 3 times in this question.
Yeah. So it's like, where are these ages coming from? And then I'd be curious of, like, is that what your mom did? Is that like, why was that the timeline?
Right.
That now it's a lot of grief of adjusting to what she thought her life would be, and now she has to grieve that and build it differently.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, growth is going to be painful because you are grieving, like, the old you in a way.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe, okay, that's not going to be my life plan. I'm going to find this own path of, I'm going to switch my major and do this, but it's going to prolong the years that I'm in school.
Yep.
That's growth.
Right.
That's growth. You're challenging yourself. You're challenging the stigma that you should just know what you want to do at 18 and stick to it for the rest of your life. Like, you're challenging a lot of these things. To me, that's strength and that's growth. But with that comes grieving because you feel like you made a left turn somewhere, or you made a mistake somewhere, or you're not good enough, so you had to move to this other path.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You have to let go of the original dream or the original plan.
Yeah. I mean, ask me when I was 18 what my OG plan was.
I would love to know.
23 in a huge house, married with kids. And what were you doing at 23? Because I was living in a tiny attic apartment. Okay, I used my student loan, my grad student loans to pay for my apartment, to pay for school, and to pay for my apartment. And I went to grad school 10 minutes away from my parents' house, mind you, and my parents invited me to live with them. To preface that, I didn't take them up on that because my ego was too big.
Or because you were practicing.
Maybe. But
yes.
Then
yes.
Pre enlightenment. My ego was way too big to say I lived at home.
Right.
And I think to take in my environment, all my friends in my close circle, again, getting married or married to their high school sweetheart. Right. Well, some were living at home, but they had a partner. So I almost like justified that as being okay. Like, okay, you can live at home as when you're married.
Interesting.
So is that, I don't know, like, what is that?
When you're married? They were married, living with their families?
It's to save money. They were smart.
And
save money for a house.
And I wonder how they were feeling.
And I wonder how they're feeling.
They're probably going...
But I justified that as being okay because they had a partner. Which I didn't have a partner. So maybe it's more judgment towards myself that I didn't have a partner rather than my ego of living at home.
Yeah.
But again, like, to have it all together at your 20s.
Yeah, it's all
is ridiculous. So now I'm like really in debt because
you had to not live here.
I had to not live here.
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't face that as being okay.
Yeah. How crazy.
And where I lived, mind you, okay, so this old barn house. Oh, no. I lived in an old barn that they repurposed the tip of the barn, or the top.
That was you.
That was me.
Oh my God.
And so I showered like this all my 20s. I just like did this and I said, I'm on the right path because I'm not living at home. Who does that?
Oh my God. A lot of people.
I hope so.
Probably a lot of people do that.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, I'm trying to think too. And what did I do at 23? I was in grad school sharing a room with a girl probably showering similarly in our apartment. Like, yeah, no, we're not married with kids in a mansion.
No.
Not even close. Like,
No.
not even close. No.
I'm trying to think of like, did I share that ideal with like my parents? Like, oh, I don't remember if I did and if they like supported it or like would I want, thinking back on it, would I have wanted my mom to say, oh, I love that for you, but also it's okay if that doesn't happen right then and there.
Yeah.
Like
Like
at
your
23.
dream? Like the dream you're talking
Like
about?
I'm gonna be 23 and with a big house.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I think it goes back to before of like, that would have been great to hear, but I would be curious, what was your mom's life at 23? It would be different, probably.
You know what? It wasn't.
Okay.
My mom had me at 32. I was her first kid. And she had twins at 42.
Okay. So where did your pressure come from?
So where did that pressure come from? I don't know.
Interesting. My mom had me at 20, so I know where mine came from.
You know where yours
And she
came
had
from?
6 of them, so I know
had
where mine
6.
came from.
Yeah.
But interesting. I'm wondering, like, was it like just friends?
You know, I do remember her saying to me growing up, like, don't do what I did because it's exhausting.
Okay.
Mind you, she had twins at 42. I think twins, period, is exhausting, right? And so she used to tell me that post-twin birth.
Okay.
And so maybe I got that in my head, like, I don't want to be exhausted. But, I mean, she probably was, like, postpartum and was like, don't ever do this. This is horrible.
Yeah,
But,
totally.
I mean, okay, we could talk about postpartum in another episode because that's wild.
A whole other thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But let's go back to our listener question.
Okay. Got sidetracked.
Okay, so I think there's a lot of parts in that we can kind of dissect. Is where did you hear your plan according to like this specific timeline?
Yeah. I'm thinking to her, like the end of it about like the career and COVID and like that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that kind of like inform where she is and make a lot of sense. And having your degree at 26 is awesome.
Yeah.
When your life expectancy is 78.
Yeah.
You're great. You're on track. You're on a great track.
Totally.
But for whatever reason, there's so much, this isn't the way it was supposed to be. And that's what she's fighting is the, I don't want to say dream, but it's like something that doesn't even exist. It's like a thought. It's not real.
It's not real. Yeah.
So
I agree. I mean, I think that it sucks because the COVID piece plays a big portion of it. And I used to work as a therapist in elementary school, and so many teachers would refer to their kids as COVID babies, right? Like this new incoming class is just exponentially more anxious, and like drop off takes 10 times longer because leaving their parent feels that much scarier. So you talk about like the COVID babies.
yeah.
But also then in your 20s, like what about those babies in the 20s who lost out on like maybe graduating from high school,
Totally.
starting college, and like building up, I guess, like the resilience to fly away from the nest. Like you didn't really have that option.
Yeah.
Right?
There's a lot of like major milestones people are missing out on because of COVID.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, she talks about it like perfectly. It set her back a little bit, but she doesn't give herself grace.
Right.
That this worldwide pandemic pulled a lot of people back.
Right.
But she should still be ahead of the curve.
Right.
She still should have beat the pandemic.
Right. Her plan shouldn't have been adjusted at all.
Yeah.
Like a pandemic is not going to adjust your school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and comparing, and again, I feel like so much of it's comparing.
It's a lot of comparing. Okay, so social media,
Mm-hmm.
how much of that is like maybe your social circle, your family, and then people you don't even know online.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was gonna say it's probably mostly that, but no, it's all of it.
It's all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
It's all of it. So everyone get off social media.
So stop listening to this podcast. Yeah. Get off your phone.
So get off your phone. Don't listen to us. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a lot. It goes back to that quote. If you feel like you're behind, it's because you're measuring your life with a timeline that was built for a generation that's not living in your reality.
Yeah.
And that's like, I feel like that sums up the 20s. Like everyone feels behind. Everyone feels like they're doing it wrong. Mm-hmm. Everyone feels like they're missing something, or they need to be somewhere else, or something's not going well. They need to build somewhere.
Yeah. It's sad because it's like you should be everywhere except like the present moment. Mm-hmm. Like your 20s, you're either so anxious about the future, like you should be there, or you're so depressed about the past that you messed up or made a wrong decision, which you ended up in this place of depression and feeling behind.
Yeah.
So you're just living in all these other worlds but your own.
Right. Yeah.
And I often think about that a lot because like in my 20s, in that like mid, like 22 to 26 to 7, mm-hmm. I was so living in the future that I wish I could go back now and enjoy every single day of my 20s.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it wasn't easy, but I was just so focused on what I didn't have that like I didn't enjoy my little attic. Okay. And I talked shit on it, but it was cute.
Did I go there?
You did.
I
you did.
I went there.
You went there because
I think I remember it.
Yeah. I had like a little patio. I had a little patio area. It was cute.
Yeah.
I had my garden out there. Yeah. I was going out with my like. Okay, so if I were to reflect on the good things about my 20s, like I had a lot of really good nights.
Yeah.
I had a lot of really fun and wild nights and made really good friendships and explored different kinds of relationships that were great, were fiery and great. And then just like, I learned a lot from those. And I just wish.
Like, do you feel like you spent your, like, you were going to finish your sentence and I cut you off, but like, what were you doing instead? Were you like in your head about it, or were you just like anxious?
I was depressed and anxious that everyone was moving forward and I somehow wasn't. Mm-hmm. Even though I was in grad school moving towards a career, I wasn't at that career yet.
Okay, so even though you were in school and had a plan, you still felt behind.
I still felt behind. And even though I was dating and moving towards learning about what I want out of relationships and what I don't want, I still didn't have the person.
Yeah.
And I think for my life, like I equated a lot of my self love and self whatever. What is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Self-esteem.
Pregnancy brain?
Yeah, pregnancy brain. Maybe. A lot of my self-esteem was the responsibility of my partners, of a boy in my life. Like they could give me that self-esteem, and because I didn't have that like constant, because I was like dating.
Yeah.
It was just so low. So it was like a lot of like self-growth and self-work through all that.
Right.
That it was like 20s were painful for me. It's when I went through like my deepest like sin of therapy too. So like a lot of stuff came out.
Right.
that I had to figure out. And again, with like identity formation, I don't know. It's just, I had to unlearn like a lot of different identities that I had.
Right.
Because I didn't necessarily choose those identities for myself or explore that identities. People like gave me those identities. And when I like grabbed for them, right? Because I didn't have one.
Right. Yeah. And then you had to just take those off and figure out.
I had to unlearn.
Yeah.
I had to unlearn a lot of things. And that took years of practicing. Right? Did I get that right?
Yeah. See? You gotta do your practicing.
Test me.
Yes. You did it. I was gonna say you failed, but I was gonna say you passed. You passed. My brain's not working either. I'm not pregnant, so
oh my god. I don't
have that excuse.
Okay, so for those in their 20s, I keep going back to identity, but like be gentle on yourself about exploring your identity because like where is it coming from? Yeah. And also what's your motivation to like find yourself?
Right.
Right.
I was also going to say part of practicing stage and finding out who you are is trying things and not liking them.
Totally.
Like maybe you apply to school and you go to 4 classes and you're like, I actually don't want to do this. Like you're allowed to say I'm out.
Yeah.
And then there's not like you're not a failure for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that stage is, I say practicing, but that's like that exploring, the going away, the like being creative and learning. You're learning. Yeah. You're learning. And there's the pressure of having it figured out. And so it's like, no, you can go on the slide and hate that slide and then not go on it again. Like you're not a failure. Like thinking of it as like a little kid, you're at the playground. You're just looking at all the stuff.
Yeah. Not liking something doesn't mean you failed at it.
Yeah.
It means you were given a choice. And now you have the control to say no.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying. It's a lot of power.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So is your 20s dealing with how you should not be powerful, but dealing with how to execute your power and your agency to say no, to say yes, to try new things and be fearful. Yes, like that's all part of it. And know that you're not going to be confident in anything because who's confident knowing or not knowing what path they're on,
right?
Or going through something new, you expect to know and to be confident. Like action will build the confidence. Right. So it's like if I could be on like, I don't know if I could like teach anything or scream from the rooftops, it's action will build your confidence.
Yeah,
just go and just try it all. Like I always say, I ended up in this career and where I am because I tried out a lot of different things thinking I was failing at all of them. But actually I was just building my agency and building my trust in myself to say, no, I don't like that. No, I can't imagine myself doing that for the rest of my life. And that was really scary.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a good example of that one because I think I knew I was going to be a therapist when I was like 12. So I have other issues we can talk about, but that one I can't relate to because I feel like I'm like an outlier in I did know what I wanted to do, but everything else I could relate to in terms of like, everything else that's not in line with my plan or whatever. But
well, I think that's great.
Yeah.
The thing is it great that you knew you wanted to be a therapist?
Well, that's what I'm
like,
saying.
What happened to you?
Yeah, like why would that be the thing a 12-year-old would want to be doing?
Yeah.
So we could analyze that all day long. But I think I actually like loved that for a while. Like I was proud of that because it was like, oh, I know exactly what I want to do. Like that's how it should be. And I don't have that struggle of what we're talking about. But I didn't explore very much. So when we were talking about this and you're like, oh, I tried this and I didn't like it. I tried this, I didn't like it. I think I tried being a teacher and just talked to the sad and trouble kids at recess and was like, I'd rather do this. I'm just going to be a therapist. Like, it was very like simple and obvious for me.
Yeah.
But I always say, like, if I'm not a therapist, like, I'm not good at anything else. Like, I don't like anything else. I have no idea. Like, I haven't explored anything. So there is a little bit of like, I never went through that stage. Like, I just fell into like my kind of like my role in my family or my role with my friends or my role, whatever felt most natural. And I kind of just made a career of it, which is working out. But there still is that piece of like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's all bad. Like, there was, it was good in a lot of ways because it made things like smooth. I knew easy. I was going to grad school, that kind of thing. But in terms of like learning about myself in that area, like, I'm like, I totally didn't do that. And maybe that's okay too. But I don't know.
I think it's okay. And I want to challenge you because you're not being a therapist right now and you're doing pretty damn good.
True. Kind of.
What do you mean?
Well, I was going to say kind of being a therapist. But yeah, that's true. I am exploring something new.
You're exploring something new. You're going into a field in which you don't have confidence in because you've never tried before.
True.
And you're just pushing yourself.
Just
so you're
going.
a perfect example of action and going for something that you like, and you're exploring something. And you're not being a therapist.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're awesome.
So are you.
Thanks.
Look at us. Look at being brave.
Look at us.
Practicing what we preach. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so people that are listening, if you're feeling super behind, what are some tools you can do? What do you think?
Oh, my action steps.
Your action steps.
Couple things. I feel like I have a lot of, like, my brain just went like all these different ideas. One of the things that I have my clients do is write out the 8 types of health. And you might want to take notes if you're listening to this, but okay. So we have physical health, emotional health, mental health, financial health, social health, relational health, vocational health, and fun.
Fun.
Okay, so we write all of those down.
Okay.
And then I ask them to kind of sit and think about their dream life and what their goal is for each one. Because so much of life isn't just work. It's not just what am I going to school making money for. It's like the whole picture.
Yeah.
And so I have them, and I
love that you said fun, by the way.
Yeah.
Because there's so much pressure in your 20s to have fun. Like, it's the best time in your life. But you're so focused on like career and relationship. Yeah. I feel like there's those two. And thank goodness like mental health is starting to make like a little bit of an appearance here. But I really like that you make time or make room in your activity or journal for fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, I have them sit and think about, kind of like visualize like the dream life, and I have them like embody it, like feel it in their body. Like what does it look like? What do you look like in this, like the goal in all these areas? And so we kind of take time to like journal in each department. And then I give them an action step to try something in that area. So again, maybe their dream job is something they've never tried before. It's okay, well, what's the step you can take today towards that? It might be just to talk to someone who has that job. Or it might be send an email to someone who has that. Like something like practical but little. But not just with work and school. It's in all the things I just described. So physical health, I want my future self to have 8 hours of sleep. Right now I only get 3. Okay, let's talk about a sleep hygiene routine for you at night. Like, so very like practical little steps to start building to get towards a life that you want. Yeah. And again, so much pressure is on what am I going to do? What am I going to be? Instead of like, how am I going to feel?
That's so true. I mean, I think we're going to talk about like brain-body connection a lot throughout this podcast. But yeah, I mean, all those things of career development is just so like frontal lobe, logistical.
Yep.
You're not connected with your whole being.
Right.
And your body could be just way behind, like grasping to catch up because it's exhausted and it doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And your brain's just
a
million miles per hour.
And it's reminding me too, I've had, I don't want to break confidentiality. I'll make a vague description of kind of what I'm thinking through is in making decisions. So when I have clients who are like torn between, let's say, what school do I go to? So there's like 5 different school options. Their head might say, this is the right one because it was the hardest to get in. My friends are all going there, whatever. Like your brain goes to like a should. But if you can, not if you can, what I have my clients do when you're talking about brain and body is I have them close their eyes. I have them put their hand on their heart. And I talk through the different schools or whatever, the different jobs or the different cities they're going to move or whatever their decision is. And I have them identify a color of when I'm talking about it, what it feels like, the color is, and then what the emotion is as I'm describing it. And if it feels like peace, that's going to be like, okay, that's probably the right one. But our anxiety and our heads get so noisy sometimes that we're not connected to our bodies like ever. And so it's really interesting when you bring your body into the decisions, how they might be different decisions than if you're just using like your thoughts or the pressure or the you should do this. So anyways, that was reminding me.
Yeah, I mean, I could so identify that in like my own experience with like picking a college, like you said. I immediately thought on my experience and like my ego was running my decision.
Yeah.
My ego to go back and tell my friends, yeah, I'm going to play volleyball in college. But it's not anywhere I wanted to go. I was at like an NAIA school, which doesn't offer any money.
Yeah.
And just because I wanted to say I was going to school for volleyball.
Yeah.
A liberal arts school where there's more ballerinas walking around than athletes. Like it was so like not
your thing.
Not my thing.
Yeah.
And so,
but it was for the feeling of I look good on the outside or like they're, I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but
yeah, I look good to other people or cool to other people, which who gives a shit?
It's exhausting.
I don't know, you know? So, where were you when I was looking at colleges and telling me that I should feel with my body?
Where was I? Probably not in my body, dissociating somewhere. Crying about something is where I was.
Crying again.
Yes. But I mean, and so much of what I'm talking about, like I said this last time too, like I have to do this. Like I do this. Like I have to do this. This is not like, I don't know, like easy to be like, I'm connected and this is my decision. Like I have to sit and go, here are my 5 decisions. I'm going to like really sit with them all and like feel it out.
Yeah.
And, you know, so
yeah.
We're just so used to being in our heads.
Yeah.
At least I am. I mean, maybe other people are different, but
No, I agree. I mean, when I work with clients, like I constantly challenge every like solid decision that they like talk about. Like, oh, where'd you come up with that?
Yeah.
Like who told you that? Or like I constantly am like a challenger.
You do that to me.
I do that to you a lot.
You do that to
I'm
me.
a constant challenger, I think, because I wish I had that.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Challenge
because you want to make sure it's coming from like a heart soul place, not
anyone
I should
else.
do it this way.
The shoulds in life are just so dangerous. And yeah, I'm a challenger. I'm not a very like, oh, you feel like that? I'm like a bitch, get up. Like, who told you that?
That is not real.
That is not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's with my clients, I think, or with this situation, I would constantly like say, check in, like every decision you make, is this my ego making it? Is this my mom making this decision?
Yeah.
Is this my friend group making this decision? Like who is making this decision for me?
Yeah.
And also it's okay if you get influences from those people to help you make those decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, it's a lot of power to have that much control over a major decision in your life.
Yeah.
So it's okay to lean on people for support, but make sure you are the spokesperson and have control at the end of the day.
Yep. That's a wrap. You're the spokesperson.
We're so proud of you for showing up, taking the time to learn, and having the courage to choose a life that you want.
Okay, this has been heavy enough. Now go drink some water, fix your posture, and pay attention to your body when making decisions. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.